Fashion is this dirty little secret where people are not getting paid enough to live. I don't want anything on my body that has cost someone else their dignity or has cost someone else the ability to feed themselves or their family. I was trying to find a gift for my sister-in-law, and I didn't want to get something sized, but I wanted it to be personal and have meaning. So I started following what was a small project at the time, Able, and bought a scarf from them for my sister-in-law. And when I opened it up, there was a handwritten note that said, "Because of your purchase, I'm able to send my son to school." The first job opening that they posted, I applied.
Able is a company with big dreams and a clear vision to change how the fashion industry pays and treats its workers around the world. It all started when founder Barrett Ward moved to Ethiopia with his wife.
Something I'd never seen before is the commercial sex industry. And it got me into a place of, well, I gotta find out what's going on here. We need to do something about this. And so as we talked to these women and heard their stories, they would say, listen, if we don't have a job, we're going straight back to the streets. So that for us was a moment of, man, if we're gonna be serious about solutions to poverty, it has to be about the dignity of jobs. We started with 3 women and they said, we would like to learn how to make scarves. We created a small website, and then within a couple of weeks we had sold over 4,000 scarves and realized we had something here.
As Able has grown, it has invested in women not only in Ethiopia, but in Peru, Mexico, and even in the US, with a manufacturing facility in Nashville, Tennessee. With Able's rapid expansion, the company hasn't lost sight of its desire to provide a safe working environment, skills training, and second chances for the women it employs.
4 years ago, there was just 5 of us, and now there's 86, and 83 of them are women.
We're designing products for women by women, right? We are designing programs to help women by women. So there's just this inherent empathy and inherent understanding of the customer that we found. It's been a huge competitive advantage for us. I've seen so many women come here and absolutely change their lives in ways that I have never seen examples of anywhere else in my life. It really has given me the sense that if you can dream something for yourself, you can make it happen.
This is definitely the first time that I've ever worked in a company that is primarily women. I think that separates Able from other places is the fact that you've got this community of not just women, but of strong women. Sometimes it's hard to find employment because you have a criminal background or history. And so Able is kind of that, for me and for so many women, has been that in between. They come on here, they get employed, and then we're able to watch them get into their own housing, regain custody of their children. For the first time, I'm able to have our entire family covered with health insurance. So having struggled with drug and alcohol addiction myself, I feel very blessed to be here.
The fastest way to lift a community out of poverty, it's been proven over and over again, is to pay the women. It's a global statistic that women contribute about 80 to 90% of their income back into their families, where men are only about half of that. Fashion is one of the largest employers of women in the world. So at least 45 million women are in fashion manufacturing, and only 2% of them are getting livable wage.
And what that means is that 98% of them cannot make ends meet. And that is just totally unacceptable. Who's gonna change that? I think it's the consumers every single time.
We saw so many other fashion brands really starting to market themselves as ethical and responsible and all of this. But when you really get down to it, what does that mean? If you're not getting the real information, it's not that helpful, right?
We believe that if we can publish the lowest wages across all of our manufacturing, that's how we give visibility to a consumer to make a conscious choice. So we are actually working on a nutritional label that will be on every single product that you can buy that will allow consumers just to simply stand at a retail shop and say, I know how much the person is paid that made this product. And we just think and know that when consumers have that opportunity, they're gonna make a right choice that'll create consumer demand. But I think it's essential that it is a company, that is a for-profit corporation, so that we can compete and develop shareholder value by treating our employees the way that we would want to be treated.
We really want to educate the consumer of, when you're spending money on this, this is a place that you can vote with your dollar on what's important to you.